Cameron, this feels like a truly modern take on relationships with an unconventional female friendship at its heart. And why are these women who we'd expect to be sworn enemies just so supportive of each other?
Well, I think it's because, none of them knew this was happening. If it were a girl if Carly, my character, was a woman who was having an affair with a married man, it wouldn't be the same story, because girls that do that are not really, those are the girls you kind of, keep away. But since we didn't know that, we do what women do, which is you see another woman in pain, you see that she's struggling, she needs help, she asks for help, you have to give it to her. It's the kind of what we do for one another, and we're all sort of, the characters are all going through the same thing. They're all going through a heartbreak. Unfortunately, it's with the same man, but that's where you get your comedy.
And Leslie, some really witty dialogue in the film, but there's also some brilliant physical comedy, getting into that limo when you're drunk and sort of hiding in the bushes. Just wondered how much you relished that aspect of the role, and particularly working with Cameron.
It was so much fun. It wasn't in the script, all the physical comedy, but when we got together, we figured we just naturally fell into this physical thing with each other. And we have she has really long legs, I have shorter legs, she has a shorter torso. I have a long one. And we just kind of worked well together in that way.
And her feet are amazing. Her feet can hook on. She would wrap her whole body around me, and then all of a sudden, the last minute, the death lock would be her foot would just lock around my shin, and she'd hold on, and I'd be that was the lockdown. And so now I have her completely wrapped around me, and she's like a the Velcro balls. I was Velcro, and she was the ball that throws, and you can't, it was just every time I'd lift one piece of her body off of me, and I'd get to another one, it'd be it's she had 50 hands. It was seriously, it was hilarious. Yeah. So we kind of just found that we had this really funny dynamic, and she's so strong, so there was it went on forever, and I was trying not to drop her.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was really fun.
And Kate, there's other woman in the film, Amber, who's quite a free spirit. I love the moment when the binoculars were the wrong way around and then she spots the dolphin.
Oh, I'm so glad you got that, because she just of course made that up as we were going along. She was like, I think I see a dolphin.
Oh, I love that.
Her mermaid.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us a little about how she fits into the trio, and of course working with these two lovely ladies beside you?
It was so amazing to work with these two. I mean, it was my first film, so I was nervous, but they made me feel completely welcome. They made me feel like I could come up with things or be stupid.
And you did both, which was right. That's why she fell right in line with us. She could be just as idiotic as we could be.
We all laugh at ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think Amber she's a girl who needed friends and is going through a heartbreak just like they did, and their characters came in and helped her, and she has a very naive aspect to life and is young, which many young women have. And
one of my favorite scenes is when she's like, I thought we were soulmates. Oh no. What am I talking? You're soulmates. It's literally, she's the most delicious drop of honey. What does that smell? I think it's just sweat. You're just oh. She is you just fall in love with her. You're okay, come on, let's go. You're coming home with us.
And Carly, Cameron really confides in her secretary, doesn't she, Lydia, brilliantly played by Nicki Minaj. Can you tell us what you enjoyed about creating that relationship with her, those scenes?
Nicki was fantastic. It was her first film as well, and she literally showed up on the set that day going what do I do? Where do I stand? What do I do? And she was so prepared. She had flown in the night before from a award show, went straight to the set her first day, and she just killed it. She was so dynamic and so beautiful and so funny and so self-possessed. She was perfect for Lydia, and I just had the best time working with her. She was really
good.
She's
really great.
Yeah.
And Mark is obviously a bit of a cad, but there are some positive male characters in the movie, including Frank, played by Don Johnson. Can you tell us a bit about working with him, Kate?
It was great. I feel like you might have worked with him a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think I was only on set with him a few times, but he was obviously he's an amazing actor, and it was really fun. I got to work with so many, legends on the set for my first movie.
Did.
And Cameron Taylor Kinney as Phil, who of course has that great beach house, but he's a nice guy as well.
Yeah. Exactly. The beach house really sold me, though.
Carly was like,
the tipping point for
breakfast
me.
here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Taylor was awesome too. There were people that, you bring people on hoping that they're up to play, and we had a lot of scenes with Taylor, and he was just so cute because
He
he's
so prepared,
totally,
also, and took everything so seriously. And such a good person.
Such a good guy.
Is he from Chicago? Or
He's not from Chicago. He's from Philly.
Philly.
Yeah. He's from outside Philly. That's where he's from.
Good
but yeah,
boy.
he was a good boy, and he took care of us, like the
Yes.
girls. Like he's like very much like the guy who's like, "You girls okay? Do you need something? Can I get you anything?"
Why are you so
He would-
crazy?
we're-
Like holding us together.
He's very sweet.
And as well as a great brother, Kate also has a Great Dane as well, played Thunder. Not sure what the dog's name actually is, but you got a screen kiss as well, didn't you?
I did,
Tell us
and
a bit about
I'm
working with him.
really allergic to dogs, and so I had to take Allegra when I would work with the dog, and he was untrained. He was just a puppy, so he would really, he was all over the place. It was hard. That was a little tricky working with him, and they kept telling me, don't wrap the leash around your wrist because if you do, like, he could break your wrist because he's a big, strong dog. And I would just forget and wrap the thing around.
And then
he'd just like take me and I'd go flying off with the dog. But it was super fun. It was fun. It was a fun thing to work with.
Yeah, but
the
you
dog.
didn't get to taste his balls.
You tasted his balls.
Oh, you're so lucky.
She got whacked in the face by
Dane balls.
Dane balls. They're big balls.
They're big. They swung all the way
They were
around.
like,
I can't believe that dog is a puppy. I thought that was a joke in the film. I
he's
really laughed when it's a
he's
puppy.
he wasn't even 2 years old. He was really.
Biggest puppy in the world. But Cameron, I really like the fashion in the film, and then I noticed Patricia Field's name on the end credits, the costume designer from Sex and the City, of course. Can you tell us about what she created for your character, Carly?
Yeah, the fun thing about, really these three women are that they're very distinctly different. So it's really fun to tell that story and show who they are through their wardrobe. And Patricia was awesome. She definitely had helped find the voice of the clothing, the tone of it, which was really fun. And Jackie DiMatterio, who is also her co-designer on the film, who kind of really just went in and said, okay, like she found all the fantastic pieces. And it was a lot of fun. I liked it. I wanted Carly to feel very put together every day. Mm-hmm. She does it every day.
And Kate, the film is a lot of fun, but how relatable do you think audiences might find what the characters are going through, whatever their relationship status might be?
Well, I think that everybody's been portrayed at some point in their life, and whether it's a friend or, men are cheated on as well. And so that is why the film is relatable, because you can, believe each character, or you see yourself in each character. There's times where I relate to my character, Carly, Kate, so it's definitely a movie for everybody.
And just finally, why was Nick Cassavetes the right man to make this movie? Obviously, and a brilliant screenwriter as well behind.
Well, it's funny because he's the director of The Notebook, so you wouldn't think that he would be like the comedy guy, but he was great. I mean, he really did a good job, and he challenged us, and we challenged him, and every day we kind of talked things through and worked things out, and we said the woman's point of view and he gave the man's point of view, and then at the end of the day I think we wound up with a movie that both men and women can really relate to. So it was a good thing to have him.
Leslie, Cameron, Kate, thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.